right, everybody. It's 3:39 p.m. Friday, the 20th of March, and this is the 78 freeway after work traffic. It's insane. I could have recorded this morning at dark 30, but that could have easily have been like 3 a.m. or something like that, you know, and almost anywhere. But in San Diego, 3:40 p.m. This is insane. So I'm recording this because, of course, the COVID-19, I'll just call it COVID-19 disease traffic in San Diego, California. The first day of a request for everybody to shelter at home. And I'm pretty impressed that it wasn't a mandate, a demand. It's not something that's legally enforceable, although there is a county-wide no more than 10 people to gather in any public place. And all places, restaurants where they serve food, it's only for takeout. So people can walk in and take out, but they can't sit down and dine. So I'm pretty impressed that it wasn't like that. But this, from what I understand, this is just the precursor of an actual demand. You know, so that's it. I'm not gonna do a whole bunch of speculating. You've already heard it all. By now, I'm sure most people know that you're not going to be arrested for driving around, but they did request that all essential business employees only go to work, which mine's essential because it's food supply. We make salami, state-of-the-art Italian salami where I work at. It's awesome. But I will say that just probably about 4 years ago, the Lord actually showed me, or gave me a desire to try to find a job in the food supply, which it's kind of funny to say just by chance. With the Lord, nothing is by chance. But I got a call from a colleague at a temporary job service company, and he asked me if I wanted to take a job, and he described it. I said, sure, I'll take it. And it turned out to be permanent. After 4 years, nearly 4 years of trying to find permanent work, this is the one that turned out to be permanent. After taking a whole bunch of different temporary jobs, which were all fine, just not decent pay. And I'll just say that this job is a blessing, even though the pay isn't decent. It's nearly halfway decent, which is pretty good in California if you can find something that's nearly halfway decent. So God provides. God really does provide. And I pray for everybody who is not able to work, but bless the Lord, we're in the 21st century. The 10-day waiting period that's traditional for unemployment is being waived in many states, if not all the states, and you are being granted immediately. As well as a lot of talk right now in Washington, D.C. about several monthly checks, whatever that amount may turn out to be. Even the conservative president really wants it badly, as well as Tulsi Gabbard wants it, and it's a bipartisan thing, not a partisan. And of course there are the people that don't like any kind of bailouts or any kind of stimulus checks, but Obama did it. I got about $260 during one of his terms, and I got about $600 during Bush's second term. And nobody complained. I've been a news hound ever since the early 1989, and I don't remember anybody complaining or whining about it. At least nobody that got any airtime. So 21st century in the United States, we're taken care of. There's places all around the counties, cities, all around the United States that are seeing to people's needs for food, especially for children that can't go to school because of this. So with that said, I'm still praying that for everybody's supply, everybody's provision, and everybody who is looking out for their parents, elderly parents, or elderly who can only look out for themselves, and everybody, praying for everybody. But isn't this, normally I get off on this one off-ramp that I'm just now passing, because traffic is backed up, bumper to bumper to right here. So I get off 2 exits early and drive through town. But at 3:46 now, p.m., I'm making good time. I'm driving 60 miles per hour now. This is just about 3 miles before of a bigger freeway, Highway 15, which used to be called 395 for those of you who know California. It used to be called 395, but they built it all up throughout the 70s and 80s, all the way into this century, and titled it Highway 15. And 805 didn't even exist until the 1970s. I have an uncle that helped build 15 and 805 in San Diego County. Sorry about that.